Hello, America and the world. This is Radio Free Market, and I am your host, Michael McKay. We are behind the lines of socialism, my friends, and Radio Free Market is the voice of free people and free markets. Today, I will be presenting to you a talk I gave on October 14th, 2010, to the Austrian Economics Club, University of Iowa. This club was started in 2008 and now has 78 members. I encourage you to visit their Facebook page, contact them, and discuss with them how you can start an Austrian Economics Club at your college, your high school, your military unit, your neighborhood, or any other group you belong to or can put together. My talk was titled Standing Up for Freedom and Rallying Common Sense. After the talk, I informally answered questions on topics regarding the future price of gold and how we might transition to a financial system based on free banking, sound money, and without a central bank like our Federal Reserve. So next you will hear me starting my talk after being introduced by Mr. Drew Helm, who is one of our special commentators at Radio Free Market and was the producer of our recent show, Stateless and Yet More Peaceful in Somalia. Please note that my initial presentation is only 25 minutes long. The second half of this recording is our discussion of gold, free banking, and sound money. I hope that by listening to this, you too will go away with some ideas on how you can stand up for freedom. And thank you for listening.
He's also the host of Radio Free Market. He's the author of the book Secrets About Money. It's a great book about reality economics, which is synonymous with Austrian economics, and it's definitely a good read. It's a quick read, and it's just really simple, really powerful message in there. Definitely suggest taking a look at that sometime. And without further ado, here's Michael McKay.
Well, thank you very much, Drew. And I brought extra copies of the book for everyone to have. So I actually prepared remarks. I normally don't prepare remarks when I speak because normally I just don't have time, but there was so much I wanted to share with you guys that I decided I was going to not talk for 3 hours and instead prepare something, and maybe I could get it done in about 20 minutes. Before I get started, I wanted to show you something I just bought, and this is called a space pen, and it was developed by NASA, and it's a very interesting little invention. It's called, I'll read this thing in the back, I thought it was very interesting, the M4C Capomatic Space Pen contains Fisher's black ink, medium point, pressurized cartridge. Originally designed for the NASA astronauts, the pressurized cartridge, filled with Fisher's patented thixotropic viscoelastic ink, allows the user to write in extreme temperatures from -30 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. How with your blood boiling, I don't know. Underwater and at any angle, even upside down. Now, I knew that that NASA commissioned the development of such a pen, and I also knew that the Russians transcended this problem by using pencils. And so millions of dollars went into the development of this pen. So I thought you'd all like to see it. They're on a closeout on the internet, so you can buy them right now if you want. All right, so what I'm going to speak about tonight is standing up for freedom and rallying common sense. So you all know I have this web radio show, and I'd like all of you to grab one of these cards. Drew has been a special commentator on my show. Andy Catherman, sitting in the back there, is our producer for the show, and Andy helps us enormously. We have other volunteers that have been helping. I also have this as a handout for you guys before you leave. It announces our show tomorrow, which is going to be Water for Sale, Should We Privatize Water, with Dr. David Zetland, and it's a very interesting show. And we've got some other shows that are coming up. The show I did with Drew, we taped last week, is coming up next week, and it's called Stateless and More Peaceful in Somalia with Dr. Benjamin Powell.
Please stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.